What's up? I'm back. After a while, I guess. I think it's been about a week. If you're listening to this at one-time speed, please do not hesitate to crank it up to 1.25 or 1.5. Or if you're feeling frisky, a modest 1.75 or even 2 times speed, because I do tend to talk slow. Now, how's everybody been? I know you can't respond, but I've had a decent week. It's been kind of busy, kind of hectic. Came back from my little excursion to LA from LA and San Diego, and have a week's worth of stuff to homework and stuff to catch up on. I just finished this new 6th season of BoJack Horseman, and wow. BoJack Horseman is one of those shows, like Breaking Bad, that just keeps getting better and better with every season. So I know a few people who have started BoJack Horseman and was like, I couldn't really get into it. But man, if you stick with it, this show pays off. This show has callbacks to so many things that happened from the past seasons. Everything that happens in this show is important, and the jokes are just hilarious. They do a lot of wordplay, and it's just all around a fun time, and it's also very true to life, very realistic. It's an amazing show. And I love that it's adult animation as well. We certainly don't get enough of that. At least I don't think good quality adult animation is few and far between. So BoJack Horseman, Rick and Morty. I haven't seen South Park, but I'm pretty sure South Park has a lot of fans. F is for Family, another Netflix original, really good adult animation. I don't really care much about Simpsons or Family Guy or any of those other shows anymore, because they've become too serialized. They're less focused on telling a nice story as opposed to just getting some cheap laughs, which is why it's a sitcom, BoJack Horseman is not a sitcom. It's a series. So it's really good stuff. I think you really enjoy it. Will Arnett is amazing. Aaron Paul is amazing. The entire cast is just amazing. Allison Brie, really good stuff. You should definitely check it out if you haven't. And if you don't like it at first, stick with it. It gets a lot better, and it gets a lot richer in terms of the mythology and like all the characters, how the characters develop or don't develop, and like stay very similar. It's all there, and it's all just high quality material, high quality stuff. And the show, the seasons, they're not longer than they need to be at all. I think very rarely do they have any throwaway episodes. Every now and then they'll do an episode that's kind of only centered around Princess Carolyn, or only centered around Todd, or only centered around Mr. Peanut Butter. And those episodes, I feel like they're even more special, because they show you the other side of the conflict that's happening with BoJack Horseman, obviously the titular character. So yeah, it's a really, really high quality show, and it just dropped the 5th season or 6th season yesterday. And 8 episodes for the first part of this 6th season. The second part is coming up January 31st. Definitely looking forward to that. I can't exactly say how this show's... I can't exactly say or see how this show is going to end, but I think it'll have to do with what happened in New Mexico and it'll also have to do with Hollyhock. So all of those very interesting things, and the show just, once again, it manages to be timely, just really good at just humor that's very timely, very current humor, and it manages to be woke and to be funny at the same time. I don't know if you've heard about the Joker director Todd Phillips' comments about woke comedy, which in one part I do agree, but also large parts, there's a lot of funny shows that have come out that are woke and still funny. I mean, Rick and Morty's woke. I Big Mouth, there's a lot of I don't know why I'm just coming up with animated examples. The Good Place is woke. Just a lot of comedy shows still manage to be woke these days, and I'm kind of sounds weird when I say woke now. I've said it so many times. It's weird. But I don't think comedy has to be woke for it to be good comedy. Like, it can be like super woke and it can be funny, but it can also, there's humor to be found in things that aren't 100% politically correct or anything like that. And I think political correctness, that's a whole nother can of worms that I don't quite want to get into. This was just trying to be a short little review about BoJack Horseman. Season 6. It's really good. You should check it out. If you haven't seen Season 6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2, start with Season 1. If you haven't seen Season 1, start with Season 1. I don't know why I said that again. It's really good. It's definitely worth your time. I think, let's see. Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman, they're probably my two favorite adult animated shows. I like them both for very different reasons, but also there's shades of similarities between BoJack and Rick in how depressed and self-centered they are, or at least how they start out. The story is definitely about them becoming better people and a little bit more kind, caring, and loving, and more accepting of other people in their lives. So BoJack Horseman, Season 6. It's really good. Just watch it.